Hi guys, so today we're filming from will you be quiet? Today we're filming from my spare room, which has become my clothes overspill room, as you can see behind me, but it also doubles up as my office. So today's video is called Support a Sister, but at what cost? So the reason I wanted to make this video is I've been having a chat with a friend of mine about, supporting black businesses and, as black women doing our best to support our sisters in their endeavours. And one of the things that I'd sort of mentioned was that I bought some clip-ins when I was natural. So I bought these from a company called Curl Sisters, and I bought the 4C version. So this is the Adiza ones, so the 4C. And when I got them, or rather when I paid for them, they were $170, plus I had to pay $60 for shipping, and then I also had to pay import duty. So in total, these clip-ins cost me $270. So that is something in the region of about, depending on the exchange rate you use, maybe about 230 pounds. Quite a lot of money for some clip-ins. But they are good quality clip-ins, so I'm not going to knock that. What I do question is the price. And if I had stayed natural, I would have bought these again, because, for lack of choice really, because among the sort of black owned businesses where you want to buy clip-ins, they do tend to be around the $170 mark for clip-ins, which is a bundle enough to cover your whole head if you so desired. So then several months later, I wanted to try straightening my hair when my hair was natural, and I was looking for clip-ins that were slightly kinky but still straight. So I was looking for sort of like the equivalent of blowout hair, and went online, and again I was looking for black owned businesses to buy from, and came across this company, which is Her Given Hair. And they cost me in total $140, no shipping. That was it, $140. So this is enough to cover your whole head if you so desired. And so is this, the Adiza clip-ins from Curl Sisters. The question I had to myself was, what is the justification for these being nearly double the cost of this? So $270, including shipping for it to arrive and get to me, and then I also had to pay import tax, as I said, versus $140, where I only paid $140 and I paid nothing else. It just arrived in the post, and I guess the import tax issues were taken care of by this company. Now, I thought at the time when I got this, I thought, that's really good. Like, why is there so much difference? And then come to find out that actually this isn't a black owned business. This is actually a company that is a Chinese company. But a couple of things. So this is a box, just a plain box. So in terms of packaging, this is a really nice black box. Packaging's much better. I can't really say the quality of the hair, to do a like for like comparison, because obviously one is a blowout hair and the other one is, sort of natural hair texture, 4B texture. So I can't do a like for like comparison, but I can do a cost comparison. And I suppose my question is, to what degree do you support a black business? Because there's, so I would still buy, if I was about to say actually that if they had, if this company did do the blowout, I think they probably do now, but at the time when I bought this is probably about a year and a half ago, they didn't have the blowout. And I was about to say I probably would buy the blowout from them, but thinking about it, would I pay, extra, nearly double, to get hair from a black owned business? And this is, the sort of question that I kind of ask you guys who are watching, how far do you go to support another black owned business just because you want to see black owned businesses, to your effective effectively you're subsidizing another business? Because I think, in my mind, I feel that even if you're a black owned business, your prices should be competitive. And I appreciate, this is they the people who own this company can probably least afford to cover my import tax, cover the delivery tax, and all the rest of the things that come with production of this, versus this company, which is based in China. Probably cost of labor is a lot lower, cost of production is a lot lower, and that the Chinese and the Asians have the whole hair thing sewn up, so it actually makes it very difficult for a black woman to compete in that space. But the difference is just so huge. So you were talking about $130 difference to support another black business. And I guess for me, I make conscious decisions about what I buy every day. So, whether it's, choosing not to buy from companies that, you become aware are, paying effectively slave labor for the production of your t-shirts. And then you obviously have to ask yourself, how is it that they can afford to sell you a t-shirt for £5? I mean, that literally cannot be possible. Somebody is getting shafted somewhere, very, very far away. So I make those decisions every day to not buy from companies that I feel are unethical, or do things that are, don't have good labour rights, and are in violation of human rights laws. So I'm kind of in this space where I want to support other black businesses, but at what cost do I support them? And I guess this is a question I'm throwing out to you guys, if you have any thoughts on that. Do you go out of your way to support black businesses? Because for me, when I buy like hair products, so there's a hair beauty supply place that I used to go to, and across the road there's like so in this country, the people who own all of the beauty supply shops that supply black hair tend to be Indian, of Indian extraction, so Indian or Pakistani extraction, and they seem to have that market sewn up, unlike in the States, where I know it's mostly Koreans and Chinese. Anyway, so if a hair product cost me an extra 50p, or it cost me another £1, or maybe £1.50 to buy from a black owned business, I would rather go to the black owned business, because a 50 to £1.50 doesn't really make much of a difference to me. But I know for many other people, that is a huge deal, paying an extra, £1.50, especially if you're a student, or, you're on low income or whatever. That is a lot of money. So to some degree, making decisions about supporting other businesses is, to some degree, dependent on your ability to pay that difference in order to support another black owned business. So for me, I do make those decisions on a regular basis. If I can buy from a black owned business, I will, rather than go to the the Indian owned business. But there comes a point where you have to say, look, sis, really want your dream to still stay alive, but I can't afford to subsidize your business. So this isn't actually, what I don't want this to be is a video about this particular company. It's just a general conversation about, if you have the opportunity to support a black owned business, do you support them to the degree that you end up being out of pocket? And that's a question that I leave open to you guys. So hopefully I didn't ramble on for too long, but yeah, if you have any comments, leave them in the description, in the comment box, and I will reply. Thanks guys, bye.